Hello and welcome. Congrats on your new Bunn Ultra Frozen Drink Machine. Here are a couple videos to help you demonstrate good practices keeping your machine healthy and happy. First, let's talk about power and placement. The machine should be on its own dedicated power line or outlet, with no other devices or power strips drawing from it. Next is placement. There should be about 5 inches or a fist on each side, including the rear, where the intake is. The intake acts as the lungs, while the sides are the outtake, allowing the machine to breathe. Once you have power and placement completed, go to the power switch located in the top left front of the machine and fire it up. Once the machine is powered on, you'll go to the front display panel of the machine, and you'll notice there's 2 buttons for each corresponding hopper. One is auger control, and one is temperature. First, you want to turn the auger into on mode, which will generate the machine to spin. Next is temperature control, the snowflake, which has 3 functions: off mode, freeze mode, and chill mode. Click it twice, and it will go into freeze mode. Once the machine is on, there are other operational functions seen on the display menu here. There are 3 dots located between the hopper switches and the display screen. By holding down the middle button, it will bring you to the general menu. From here, you can set thickness or thinness on each side. By doing so, you say yes, and you can toggle left to right, 0 through 15. 15 being the heaviest thickness, 0 being not thick at all. It's pretty much soda water. Here you can also test the augers, set times, dates, cleaning times, and language. Very straightforward stuff. Next, let's talk about cleaning. Once all the contents are drained from the hopper, you'll remove the top and the drip tray. You'll also want to set a rag underneath the machine too to catch any loose water that might come out. Next, you'll begin removing the faceplate from it. As it comes off there. It slides up, which is your spring and stopper. Each hopper has a lock mechanism located on the front and left side of the machine. It is a button that you press in and give the hopper a slight lift up. The hopper then will move forward. Next, you will slide the beater arm forward, and you'll find 2 O-rings. One is in the front, which slides forward, and a large O-ring in the rear on the back faceplate. From here, take a fresh rag and deep clean the cylinder and machine around it. Once everything has been soaked and washed, O-rings included, all hand wash, you'll take your food-safe lubricant and apply to the front nozzle, as well as the backing on all of your O-rings. Once the lubricant is applied, you will make sure the large O-ring is firmly pressed against the back plate and secured. And the front O-ring slides back forward. From there, the beater arm or auger slides back and turned until it is met with the cylinder again. Your recently washed hopper will slide over the auger, and once it's at the end, a little bit of force, you'll hear it lock back in. Taking your cleaned faceplate and spring, slide back down, applying a little bit of pressure as you return the arm, which should sit above the faceplate teeth. Make sure there's spring on the arm, and you're good to go. Some more unique features about this machine that are fun is the chill option. Because it is a single hopper unit, it allows the temperature to remain the same for the product in the entire bin. So you can go from ice to chill mode on the display screen, and it will allow it to stay unspoiled overnight. As well, it does designate a maximum and minimum level lines, which are suggested for use. Going below the minimum could put more work on the cylinder itself and the machine, and above max, you might have some overflow of product once it's frozen. Next is troubleshooting. If you've been following the previous steps of cleaning, there shouldn't be too many issues. But if there are, there's a couple things you can do to check. First, let's check the intake. Follow me. Located in the rear is the intake, and first met by a filter that should be cleaned every week. This can be run under room temperature or cold water just to get all the dust out. Next, you'll take a damp rag and in a downward motion, approach the intake, removing any dust or buildup that may have occurred. If you're still having an issue, return to the front display screen. Of the three dots, holding down the two outside dots next to the menu function, it will bring you to a torque and temperature menu. This is the temperature and gases that are going through the cylinder, getting your machine to freeze. If it's at a lower rate, as seen in your operation manual, contact your local HVAC technician to refill and replace your gas. And for the final step, and equally as important as keeping the machine clean, is bricks. Let's talk about bricks, baby. Bricks is the measurement in which sugar content is dissolved in a mixture and allows it to freeze. To measure this, you'll need a refractometer available online. And it looks like a lightsaber. You'll need to take your batch at room temperature before it goes into the machine. Open it up with a pipette. Draw a couple drops and place at the end of your refractometer. Once you will close and hold into the light. You're looking for levels between 13 and 17, with 15 being your ideal for freezing temperature. If it's too low, below 13, you want to add more sugar. If it's too high, above 17, you want to dilute with alcohol, water, or citrus. Once you're at a perfect level that you find consistent, ready to toss it in the machine and fire it up.